I only had enough to pay for yours, so I just got the chips they gave me for free.
It's our first meal. I'm starving too.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Shak-Reacts here once again, and today's some crazy clips of the worst dates I can find. And like always, guys, my favorite clip will be at the end, but in this first one, it is pretty insane. This single mother has some pretty high standards.
These are the requirements that you need to have in order to date me, a single mom of 3 kids. Number 1 is that you need to be making at least 130K a year, and you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make 130K or more, then you are out of my league.
What the f are you talking about?
How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make 50K a year? Second is I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age limit. Okay, I feel like 35 is pushing it because they look old as already. So I'm 26, I'm a baby, so yeah. You have to have at least 3 cars under your name.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. So I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you, I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So that's why I require you to have an SUV and a vehicle of your own if you're gonna be dating me. Another requirement is that you have to have a property under your name, and you have to be looking into getting your second property. Have to get a home that has 6 rooms because each of my kids have to be in their own room. So you have to be considerate. Purchase a house that has 6 rooms because that's only common sense. Like
that's ever gonna happen.
Now, of course, guys, I can say the same old thing like always. Oh, this woman doesn't deserve a high-valued man. She's gonna get exactly the same kind of person she is. But the reality is, this is a rage bit. This woman actually posts a bunch of videos like this all over social media to get a bunch of rage in the comments because she knows personally that what she is saying is absolutely absurd. I guess this is an interesting way to go viral on the internet.
You lying ass.
What's your age?
I'm 34.
When it comes on to dating in Miami, what do you think women are looking for here?
Money, all right? Gotta have that bag right, man. And you should have the bag right anyways, because you shouldn't be trying to date unless you got your money right. I always tell men, take care of yourself first, and then look for a woman, you know?
Now, maybe he gave one good take throughout this, but who the hell is carrying this much cash with him throughout Miami? The only kind of women you'll ever pick up doing this are gold diggers. It is no different than walking around with a bag of trash and wondering why you're only attracting flies.
Sit around it.
Stop walking, you
Pull it. What you said? What's up?
Stop walking!
Yeah, do something about it. Honey.
Be it. When I come back. Take this shot.
What's wrong with this guy? Go home. Go home, son. Go home, son. Go home.
I'll fight. Fuck. I don't care about your dog.
You loser.
How embarrassing.
That man was definitely all talk. He did not get close because that dog was right there. He didn't get in his face because we all know what that dog would have done.
If my wife tells me no again to some intimacy, I'm going to cheat tonight. I do not care. I do not care anymore. It's been 2 weeks I've been asking my wife, can I please have some? And she's like, no, I don't want to do it tonight. I don't know what to do. Tonight, if I ask her one more time tonight, I swear to God, I'm cheating tonight. I don't care. I'm going to cheat on my wife. Yes, I said it on TikTok. I'm going to cheat. Listen, I'm her husband. She's supposed to give me some, right? I don't know what it is with her lately. She just does not want to give me some.
2 weeks, that's a long time.
I'm a man, like I'm your husband. You're supposed to give me some. It's been 2 weeks.
That's it, brother. That's the way it is, cuz.
Now listen, guys, I'm completely against cheaters on this channel, and I will never advocate for anyone cheating, man or woman. However, all I'm gonna say is I understand. Now, the right thing this man should do is, if this is a constant thing that's going on throughout the marriage, and yes, 2 weeks is a very long time, especially for a young dude, I would just get a divorce and I would leave. It's really that simple. And no, it's not wrong for a man to want this. This is what a man deals with every single day. The kind of men that go through this experience and cheat, I'm not saying they're right, but all I'm saying is I understand.
Does anyone else really hate when someone asks you what your body count is, not because you think it actually matters, but because most of the numbers came from your high school ex-boyfriends when you were just in a really weird situation, you didn't want to make anyone uncomfortable, and you're a people pleaser, so you just did it because they pressured you into it, but you can't say that because you didn't actually ever say no, but you really wish you did, and you wanted to cry every time you thought about it? Because me too.
A pot-smoking slut.
No accountability in the slightest, and almost seems like she's playing the victim and is making a crazy allegation against all of these men. No, don't do that. Blame yourself. You could have always just said no.
Would you rather have a high-profile job for no pay or clean sewers for $100,000 a year?
A high-profile job with no pay.
I would prefer to have the high-profile job without pay.
I'm cleaning sewers for $100K, man. Ain't no shame in my game.
I'm cleaning sewers. There's no question about it.
I'm gonna clean the sewers for $100,000 a year.
I'd rather the first one.
Okay, so wouldn't that explain why you're paid less?
Yeah. Because I really don't want to do that.
You don't want to do the dangerous, dirty jobs?
No.
So could that possibly be why so many women earn less money than men?
Yep.
So is that based on discrimination or based on choice?
And choice.
No, I really do think this exposes a lot of things. First off, this explains a huge wage gap, and it's completely women's fault for choosing wrong careers. But second, women care a lot about status and how someone is represented. And this shows through the men they're selecting. And they just come across as very superficial.
Things happening, financially for me, and the respect left the table. And this person, broke up with me, but now I'm back to a better place financially, spiritually, and mentally. And now this person is trying to come. Hey!
No.
But, wait, hold. But, no.
Gang. My G.
Yes.
Yeah, as deep as I could dig, as much as I could think, as many metaphors as I could give you, dog, they all boil down to one common denominator, my. Because here's the thing, bro. We gotta acknowledge that two things are often true at one time. Thing one that's true is that realistically, people don't owe you for richer or for poorer until y'all married, bro. We can be honest about that. But also, I'm looking out for what you do and don't do before we marry. I'm looking at what skills and what traits you display before we married, and I see you not built to weather no storm, shorty. And that's fine. You got that choice. You actually are not obligated to stick around while I'm going through it because we not unified in that regard right now. However, I see that you made your choice. You chose to get off this goddamn boat. And now that my little tugboat is a yacht, better learn how to swim.
I'm not sure why this man asked this question, but I am happy with the response everyone gave. If that woman isn't with you during the rough times, during the times where you had nothing, then she does not deserve you at the top. A lot of these women want a castle already built, the nest already there. That's exactly why they call them chicks. But just because that's what these women want doesn't mean you should give it to them the moment you have it. Give it to the woman who was there for you when you had nothing. But if you already have all this money, you don't know who to pick, chase a woman without flaunting all of your money. I feel like that's a huge mistake a lot of current men make.
The minute you stop providing, she will walk away. You want to test your partner? Go broke. You want to test the loyalty of your partner? Go broke. Listen to this very carefully. Loyalty is one of the most expensive gifts you'll ever have. And also so fragile. Once it's broken, will never be the same.
It's crazy to say that loyalty is this expensive and rare to come by because it should be the bare minimum.
Someone in the chat said you're a bop because OF. What do you feel about that?
What do you think? Do you think OF girls are bops?
Hell no. Never in my life I'll think that.
You know what I say?
Yeah, bro, you're kind of losing your aura or reputation by chilling with an OnlyFans chick. I would get rid of that immediately.
Okay, what did he say? What did you say? Say the N-word. No, we good, bro. She said the N-word. We good, bro. She said the N-word, though. No, we good. You get back in your car. I don't have to, though. You get the fucking car. I dead ass. You get the fucking car, bro. I won't. I won't, though. I'm not shit. I won't. Get the fucking car, bro. I won't. I won't. I won't. What are you do about it? What are you gonna do? I dare you hit me. Get the fuck out of here. Dead ass. I dare you hit me. I dare you. In there. I'll let you get the first one. Get out of there. I'll let you get the right now, bro. Let's get the first one. Do it. Do it. I'll get the first one. Let's get the first one. You go to jail. You shut the jail. You go to jail. Right here. You go to jail. Right here. First one. Right here. I'll let you get the first swing. Right here. Right here. You go to jail. You go to jail. Talk to her like that. First swing. You know, swing. Come on. You white power. She told me the N-word, bro. She told me. Oh, scary. Oh, shiver my timbers.
Shut up, man.
Bro, what are you doing? It's just not worth it. We all know that this man was also just talk, and he's only doing this because there's a bunch of women around him. He's just trying to flex, trying to act super tough and scary. But if this was a wrong dude, you would have gotten beaten up. And guess what? If you got beaten up for a girl, she would leave you anyways after the fight because girls don't find it attractive. If you guys don't believe what I'm saying, here's a perfect clip of exactly what I mean.
If you guys saw your boyfriend get into a fight with somebody and your boyfriend got fucked up, would you be a little like, I mean, maybe you'd take care of him, but you'd be like a little turned off if you got scorched in a fight? Hold on.
No, I think that would be probably embarrassing for him, so I'd want to make him like feel better.
He just got
but like that's embarrassing. Like, I mean, I guess I get it. Like, it's just embarrassing to see someone lose a fight because it's like, ooh, like then they're like getting up and they look all up and you're just like, ooh.
Sophie, what about you?
Yeah, it's embarrassing. That actually happened to me. We used to have like these fight nights in our hometown, and my boyfriend participated in one of them. He literally got thrown to the floor, and like it was definitely slightly embarrassing because like my whole high school was there and everyone knew I was dating him. But at the end of the day, I still did comfort him despite his loss.
But were you kind of like?
Yes, I was.
Like, what did you articulate it though? Articulate it.
I mean, I was literally like hugging him, like you're okay, like. But inside, I was like, oof, like what are you doing?
Yeah, it's pretty insane about how some men will go up to other guys, cause fights, cause arguments because these certain guys said something to their girl or they were flirtatious with their girl. And you're trying to defend your girl, you'll get in a fight with a guy for it, and then she'll end up leaving you if you lose. How backwards is that?
Women disappeared for a week, the world will fall apart. If men disappeared for a week, women would have a spa day and fix everything by Monday.
Bro, what is this simp saying? Get him off my screen ASAP.
I keep seeing why and how do I got 6 kids. I think everybody knows how I got 6 kids, but why? Long story short, I was going through various situations within my household at 14, 13 years old. Ended up being with my grandma. Ended up meeting my first baby daddy and moving in with him when I was 14 years old. Having 3 kids with him. Then moving on to my second relationship that I'm in right now, having 5 kids with him, one that's deceased that I don't like to speak about. I just feel like some people grow up faster than others or are forced to grow up faster than others, and that's fine. You know, some people's situation is not going to be all sweet and dandy like people think or hope to see it. People gonna judge you no matter what. Just keep doing you. As long as I'm taking care of my kids, as long as my kids are fed, as long as they have clothes and shoes, that's all that really matters.
Now, I'm not sure how I feel about this clip. I'm not gonna randomly make fun of a single mother if she is saying that she's not chasing other men or she has insanely higher standards. Single mothers exist. People put themselves in bad situations. And she is saying she's currently with one guy and has a bunch of kids from him. She's not saying that she deserves a high-valued man, that she deserves a lavish lifestyle. She's just saying that she has a hard life, and of course she does.
0 no girlfriend. I'm 5'6". I drive a Prius. But look at me, bro. I got groceries, dog. I got groceries. I got sushi. I got chicken. I got Rice Krispie treats.
That's a W. How many of you rather be a stripper than get married? There we go. Hey, man. Now you know where the diseases are. They're in this line.
I'm not sure why these women are cheering like this is a good thing, but this is exactly why you should never cuff up a woman who is in the street or at these clubs and parties.
Feminism that has demonized femininity, taken those sacred duties that a woman's done throughout human history and said, oh no, that puts you below a man, you should do what men do. Feminism doesn't actually serve women's interests, and I think it's interesting watching women wake up and say, hang on a second, 50 years ago, I could have stayed at home, hung out with my friends, spent time with the kids, supported my man, and not have to put up with all this corporate nonsense. How dare they make a woman's traditional role somehow weak or below? Traditional men didn't do that.
Yeah, it really seems like feminists also hate women by what they're requiring women to do. Be a strong, independent woman and work 40 hours a week at a job that doesn't care about you. Makes complete sense.
29 years old and single as if one more person says to me, it'll happen when you least expect it. Shut the up. Shut up. Shut up.
Now, as crazy as this sounds, she has a point. If you think you're gonna fall in love randomly and the love of your life is gonna fall right in your lap without you doing anything about it, you're an idiot. You're wasting time.
How old do you think I am?
32, 33.
Damn, he called me old.
How old are you?
You really think I'm 32?
How old are you?
How old are you?
27.
I'm way younger than that.
24.
I'm 21.
You 21? You look old.
Now, this guy is clearly doing this to get a reaction so he can get more views and clicks on the internet. I'm not saying you should go up to everyone and call them old randomly, but this did surprise me a bit, I can't lie.
This guy makes me feel like the prettiest girl in the world. He makes me feel extremely
Nice shot.
Go to where you're allowed.
I lay in a dark room and smoke my e-cigarette and just think about everything horrible that's ever happened in my life.
Bro, what are you doing? Get up, go hit the gym, change your life. Don't do this to yourself.
Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but like, where did y'all get that? Where did y'all get that? No, like, where did you get that? Like, where did you got that from? All right. I mean, I just want to tell you have beautiful lives. That's it. Damn.
We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Now listen, guys, I'm a full believer that if you're attractive enough, no matter what you say to a woman, she'll say yes if you're attractive. But also, it's completely bad to approach a woman when she's already talking to someone else in a conversation, and it comes off as interrupting and strange and weird.
I'm a side chick. Of course I knew that man was married before I started dealing with him.
One of her pinned videos is about God. What?
Yeah, it almost seems like women compensate by saying that they're religious to compensate for their 304 lifestyle.
20 bucks.
20 bucks?
For this video that we just shot?
Okay, no, for sure. I'll have my cousin cash out you.
No, right now. He needs to pay me $20 for the video that he just took. We'll totally take you right now.
No, I'll pay. I'm down to pay. Can you not like touch my cameraman? No, I'd appreciate that.
Now guys, if you enter any of these conventions and you're recording, yes, you're gonna have to pay a ton of money and you'll even get kicked out of security.
Are you saying it? You gonna get your mate out of that car? Does he own it or what? No, he owns it. Yeah, that's grand. Your face is on ID. What's your face name, mate? Hey, oh, so I'll mask up now. Aye, so you don't own it. Get the fuck out of my face, lads. Hey, do you own that car or not? Get the fuck away. Oh, if you own it, then why are you walking away? See you! Waste of spuds. Waste of spuds.
Degenerates and losers. It's absolutely sad. People need to get a life.
Just got off the phone with someone I was seeing, and she asked me how my day was going, and I explained I was at the airport. And then she said, I'm glad you got there safe. And I said, yeah, I had to take an Uber. I had to block her. I mean, she was great and everything. She was emotionally intelligent, always paid for dinner, pretty much catered to my every need. But if you hear I'm taking an Uber to the airport and your first move is not to open up Venmo and send me money, are you even a real woman? And then you find out I'm on a commercial flight and you don't immediately charter me a private jet. I know my worth, drizzle, drizzle. I'm in my soft guy era. I want to be pampered. And if you're broke, just say that. And I'm sure later she'll come around looking for some sugar, but this sugar don't mix without drizzle.
Yeah, gentlemen, it's drizzle season. It's soft men era season. If a woman isn't treating you correctly, paying your bills, taking you out to a nice 5-star restaurant, you deserve better and you should find better. Drizzle.
I don't think Emma Watson was beautiful enough to be Belle. Watson was beautiful enough to be Belle.
Yeah, if you're gonna call anyone ugly, at least hide your face first.
79% of women in the United States take their husband's last name, and another 5% of women hyphenate. In contrast, 92% of men keep their names exactly the same. And that's the rub, right? Because obviously people have their own reasons for why they want to have the same name as their partner. You want your kids to have the same name as both of their parents, or it's romantic to have the same name. But if those were really the reasons, then why don't we see more men taking their wives' names? I challenge you to ask your boyfriend if he would consider taking your name when you get married. And watch his reaction, because most men act like it would be some kind of humiliation ritual to have to take a woman's name. And that should tell you something about how he views you taking his name, like it's some sort of demeaning act of submission that you should do, but he would never consider. I know a girl who's married with kids. She seems very happy, but I once mentioned to her that I wouldn't change my name if I got married. And she told me she always wanted to keep her maiden name. But when she met her husband, he said he would never marry a woman who wouldn't change her name to his.
Now this is interesting. Usually a lot of women say they want a leader, they want a man to look up to. They want a guy in charge of the household. However, when it comes down to passing along his name to his wife and kids, because once again, he is the leader, a lot of these women have a problem with it. Now, yes, you can still have a happy marriage if you don't take your husband's last name or you don't give your wife your last name. I'm not saying it's a deal breaker, but a lot of these women just don't make sense when it comes down to it.
I'm glad you're enjoying the food.
Thank you.
I'll just
I was
some
starving.
chips.
I only got chips.
I only had enough to pay for yours, so I just got the chips they gave me for free.
Why you didn't tell me?
I mean, I'm telling you now. But it's okay. I could just eat at home. It's fine. I don't really care. It's fine.
So we're gonna cook when we get home?
Yeah, I'm gonna just cook when we get home. Check out some food.
What you gonna cook us?
I don't know, probably some chicken and rice.
Okay.
I've been starving all day, but I'm glad I could just get you some food.
I know. It's our first meal. I'm starving too.
Yeah, you can have some of mine. You can have as much chips as you want, by the way.
Thank you.
They real good.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, regardless if this is a skit or not, a test, whatever it is, I feel like every single man should put his girl to the test like this to see exactly how she acts. This way you'll know if she's a keeper and if she's with you and loves you even when you have nothing. I know it's a stupid test, but it means a lot more than just this. This really could save you a bunch of time and honestly a bunch of money in the future if things were to go wrong. But that is just my opinion, guys. We could just wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do want more content like this, please watch your videos. You guys see the top screen. It doesn't let you know a lot. And see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.